Everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to remove audio from a video file using a Media3 transformer in a native Android application. So I will show you two ways. Like here, the first way is I am loading this video from a network, from a URL, and then I'm able to remove the audio for this particular video and then save that particular video without the audio inside our local storage or in a files app. Okay, and also for in the second part I will pick a video file which is already present inside the user's device. I will play that particular video inside Exoplayer, then I'll click on the remove audio button, and once that process has been finished I will save that particular file inside our files app as well. So here, as you can see, I have this particular video playing. This video is from a network URL. I'll click on remove audio. As soon as I click on it, I require permission. Now the permission is not for removing the audio, the permission is for saving the file inside internal storage, I mean to the files app. Okay, so that the user can access it even by going to the files app or to the file explorer. If you don't want to ask this permission, that's fine, then you will have to store it to your internal storage of your app. Then it won't be accessible to the user. It will be accessible only through your app, but I want to make it accessible through all the apps. That's why I'm storing it in external storage or through the files app. Okay, so yeah, so here that's why I require this permission. Now this is a new thing in Android, I think 12 or 13, that you have to grant the whole permission, that you can't just ask for read or write external storage permission. So that's why I'm coming over here. I'll just select my app. So this is my app. As you can see, I'll give the permission. I'll go back, and the bottom progress bar which you see means that the audio, okay, it has already completed. So as you can see, the second video which you see is like it's without the audio file. It's just a video playing, and I have also saved this file to my files app as well. So if I go to my files app, here you can see the first video, it is without the audio file. Okay, so this is one use case. Now for second use case, what I'll do is I have created a second activity because I didn't want to clutter it inside the main activity. Now I'll make the second activity as a starting point. I will run my app. Now do notice that I only have two videos in my files app, right? When I save this, so here I will, as you see in this particular thing, in this particular activity, I have the pick video button as well. I'll click on pick video. Now the first video I have previously saved, it does not have any audio, that's why I'll pick the second video. It has the audio. Also do note that when I try to remove the audio, so I'll just pause this for now. So when I remove the audio, like the audio removal process can take a little bit of time. That's why I'm displaying the progress bar. So as soon as it starts removing the audio, I'm displaying a progress bar, and when it has finished removing the audio and saved inside our files app, then I'm dismissing our progress bar. Okay, so I'll just play this audio. I'll click on remove audio button. You see the progress bar. Now it's very difficult for you, like for me to like I can't show you, right, whether the video file has the audio or not. Like I can, but yeah, that would require some video editing from my part which I really don't know about. So you just have to trust me, or just copy paste my code, create an Android project for yourself and try it out for yourself. So given that this video file is extremely large, that's why it is taking a lot of time to remove the audio from this particular video. For the previous video which we tried, the video file was simple. So here you can see, I'll just pause the first video. This is the second Exoplayer, and it is playing the video file without the audio. So and also, as you can see, given that audio process was done, I have dismissed the progress bar as well. Now if I go back, here you can see 3 files. Now there are 3 files because we have saved one more file. So yeah, that's what we will be checking. So let's get started. So first, create a native Android project. I am using old XML layout, but if you want, you can use Jetpack Compose as well. Next, I have created two activity. One like I showed you, right? The first activity, main activity, is for loading video from network URL, and second is for picking video which is already present inside our file explorer. So I will show you both. If you want, you can create second activity as well. Whichever you want, whatever is your use case, you can copy paste that code. Now inside Android manifest, we require few permission. If you are loading the video from a network URL, we require the internet permission. Now if you are saving the file inside your inside the files app, then you would require the read and write external storage permission. That is for, I think, older Android versions. For newer Android versions, this manage external storage permission handles both read and write. So for saving the file, we require this permission as well. But be careful if you are using this permission. Like it says, the Google, while deploying your app to Google Play Store, it has a policy that limits the use of Google Play Store. So you will have to explain Google why you are using this permission. Okay, but this remove audio thing, it would be mostly part of a video editing app, and in that case we would require permission for this. So yeah, just add all this permission according to what you feel like. Then I'll go back to build.gradle.kts, and here I have added all the dependency. So the Media3 Exoplayer and UI as well as Exoplayer HLS, like these are for playing the video file inside any type of video file inside the Exoplayer. And this transformer effect and common is for removing the audio file. So here I have just referenced the libs version. Now if you go to libs.versions.toml, I am using this version, and I have also added this bit of thing. So you will also need to add all this stuff as well as this version. Then you just have to go to build.gradle and then click on sync now. Once all these dependencies are added, so first I'll show you activity underscore main, which is for loading video file from a network URL. And here you can see I have just taken an Exoplayer view. Okay, for now this will act as loading the file from network URL. Then I have taken second Exoplayer view, which is for once we have removed the audio from that particular video file, so it will play that video file. And third, I have just taken a transformer button, so that once you click on that button, it first checks for all the permission and then removes the audio from the video file. And this progress bar is only to show an indicator to the user, okay, the audio removal process is going on. So if I go to main activity, so I have created two Exoplayer. These are a player, and these are the player view which we have defined inside our activity underscore main. This is our progress bar, one for file name, then one is for playback position, play when ready. This is our transformer, and this is our file where we will store our updated video file without the audio. And this is the network URL from network. This video file is located on this particular network, so I'm playing it from there. And for older Android version, I require this permission, read external storage and write external storage. And here you can see this is how you request the permission. Request multiple permission. If permission is not granted, then I'm just displaying a toast message, and if yes, granted, then I'm calling setup transformer. And in newer Android version, you have to request permission something like this. We have to check for manage external storage permission. If it is granted, then I'm calling setup transformer. And for manage external storage permission, you have to first this request manage external storage permission. So that's all code. So this will launch the settings app, and then the user will have to toggle that checkbox or toggle box, whatever you call it. And if it is below Android R, I'm just launching the permissions. Similarly, this is helper method for checking whether the user has granted the permission or not. And here we are initializing all our views, and as soon as the button is clicked, we are just calling this request transformer permission, which first checks the permission, and if permission has been granted, we just call this method which setup transformer. Okay, and here we are just initializing our input player, like the one which you see at the top, which is playing the video from video URL. So yeah, this is like basic boilerplate code for playing video inside an Exoplayer. And here we are displaying our output player. So once the file is ready and it has been saved to our external storage, I can just play that particular file. So I'm just doing that for releasing a player. So this is the code for it. Okay, and here once you onStart method is called, I am just initializing our first player. Similarly for second onStop, we are releasing our player, and on resume again we are just resuming our player, and on pause we are pausing our player as well, and on destroy we are just releasing our player. And this is the important part. So request transformer permission. So if the permission has been granted, we just call setup transformer, otherwise we call the require permission. And in setup transformer, so suppose I have, the reason why I am doing this stuff is because suppose I picked one video file, I removed the audio for it. Now when I pick the second video file and I want to remove it, I need to make sure the second Exoplayer has stopped, it has released, the output player is equal to null, and the output player view.player is also equal to null. You also can write this stuff inside the on resume, on pause, because here we are just pausing, or no, not for on resume, sorry, on pause and on destroy you can just pause your output player view as well in case if it is playing. Okay, and if you, okay, so that's what this is. And here this inside kotlin.run, I am just calling this transform video function. And if you see over here, once this method is called, we are just showing our progress bar, and I have created an array list of effect. So as here we are initializing our transformer, here we are creating our input media item by passing our video URL. And for removing the audio, this is the important part, we just have to use edited media item dot builder, pass our input media item dot apply, and this set remove audio equal to true, and set effects whatever effects the user has passed. So I think currently we don't have any effects, but yeah, if you want to apply some effects, you can just use that, like effects as in rotate a video player, grayscale it, those kind of. I think I will make a video on that as well, so stay tuned for it. Like at the same time you can apply multiple effects, like I want to rotate my video as well as remove audio. So I think for that, those kind of use cases, this is very helpful. And here I have just created a file path equal to create external file, and here in transformer I have just called start, and here we are just passing our edited media item dot build and our file path's absolute path. Here this is how we are creating an external file. So this is the name of the file, and we are creating it. And if the file already making sure file already does not already exist, and if yes, then we are creating a new file and returning that particular file. And this is how, like, now this method only works on API level 29 and above, because saving file inside the like external storage is very difficult on Android. It is very messy. That's why this will work only on API level 29 and above. Sorry for that, but yeah, it is what it is. So here this is the logic for saving the file inside in external storage. And here I have these two callbacks as well. So if you see at the top, I have extending transformer.listener as well. So that's why we are getting these two methods, on completed and on error. So as soon as the audio removal process has been completed, we set the visibility to true for our output player view, initialize that, and if the file name and file path not equal to null, then we just save the file to external storage and display a toast message, and also makes the progress bar visibility to gone. And in case of error, same thing, we are but just displaying a toast message. Okay, we can't initialize our player view. So yeah, that's it. Now for picking video, we don't require any permission. Again, the permission which I have is because I want to save the file, that's why I have received the permission. Now the logic would remain the same. I will quickly explain this won't waste too much time. So here we have this to Exoplayer, we have our player view, progress bar, file name, playback, all this stuff. Okay, we are requesting for permission. Here our video URL is null at the start, because this would be assigned only when we get the video, and for to pick the video, this thing should be called. So here we are calling pick visual media, which will only show us videos which are present inside the user device. And once the user selects a video, we get a URI which I assigned to our video URL, and once that we initialize our input player as well as resume it. And to launch a new video player, like to call this thing, we just do new video player dot launch pick visual media request, and here we just pass video only. Okay, and this I have already explained you in the previous activity, old way of asking for permission of read write. This is the new way. And same thing over here, we are just checking for manage external storage permission. Then here we are initializing our views, setting up our transformer, and on pick video, if permission is granted, then I'm just opening that video picker. Again, we don't require the permission for video picker, it is for saving and writing to external storage. Here we are initializing our input player, initializing our output player, releasing our player, same thing. And here on pause, in on destroy, we are releasing our player. Okay, and we don't need this, I just copy pasted it from the previous video. So once this button is clicked, transform video, we just call setup transformer, and inside setup transformer we again make this output player null, call transform video. Again same thing, we get our media item, and here we just set the remove audio to true. We get the file path, we start the transformer, create an external file, save the file to external storage. Over here save the file to external storage. Okay, and so this is the logic for it. And if you remember, I have extended transformer dot listener. So once that process has been complete, we get on completed over here, and we just do all the same stuff like we did in previous main activity, same for on error as well. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.